Hello and welcome to Learning Office 2016. My name is Mike Henry and this is the fourth video from Chapter 2's Word. In this one we're going to talk about setting up the MLA style title and what the first line indent is going to look like for all paragraphs and how to set it up so it works for every paragraph and not just the one you're working on currently. So we've got our MLA style document going. We've got our header over there with the last name and a page number. We've got our first four lines, 3 names and a date. And then the next thing that we do after the date is we put in the title. Now some people like to do unique things to the titles. They want them to be a special font, special color, special size, all kinds of different things they want to change. In a true MLA style paper, the only thing that you do different with the title is you center it on the document. Now I could come up here and I could click this button here for centering it, or because I want to be quick and efficient, I could use my keyboard and I would do a Control E, which would immediately center me up on that paper, and then I can put in my title now, and I just put that as a straight title, no special bolding or anything like that. So now I have spells and wand movements. Now when I hit the enter key, you'll notice that I am in the centered mode, so it naturally wants me to continue centered. So what I would do is a Control L to bring this back to the left hand side. So now we've set up and we're ready to type in our first paragraph. Now we know every paragraph is going to be indented. Now I could just hit the tab key and you can see that move me over one spot for the indentation. And if I typed a paper that had 427 paragraphs, I'd have to hit the tab key 427 times. And there's a good chance, being a human, I'm going to miss an indentation somewhere. So I don't want to trust that. So let me hit the backspace. What I'm going to do instead is set it up so that every time I start a new paragraph, it will automatically indent it one tab spot for me. And how I do that is up here I have to have my rulers on. So if this point you do not have your rulers on, what you're going to have to do is come to this view button, click on here, and then you can see where I have a check mark in my rulers that brought up my vertical and horizontal rulers. So if you need to do that, go ahead and bring up your rulers. Now on the rulers you can see right over here I have an hourglass, and that hourglass does two things. It sets my first line indent, which is the top, and it sets on the bottom where my second and third and all other lines will indent to if I want that. So in this case we're just dealing with a first line indent. So I'm going to grab right here, and you can see when I put my pointer on the top of the hourglass it says first line indent, and I bring that over 1/2 an inch or 1 tab stop, and now you can see my pointer is here and I can start typing. So you can see I paused it there real quick. As I start typing, you can see the word wrap allows this to drop down and it moves back into the outside position, obviously creating a nice line there. And as I keep typing this sentence, I'm going to just hit the period and hit enter. Now you can see that the next paragraph that as I started automatically sets this up with the indent. So now we have our title in place and we have our first line indent for every paragraph that we do until we stop doing paragraphs and change that. So in this video we looked at putting the MLA style title in place. We saw the only change that we made was we centered that title. The next thing we did is we set up every paragraph to have a first line indent. We did that by showing our rulers and then taking the top part of the upper hourglass and moving that over 1 tab stop or 1/2 inch, so every paragraph would have a first line indent.